Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 802 Scoop weekly wrap-up. In studio tonight, we have Miss Raylene.
Hey there. How are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Good. I'm sorry to everyone for being late. I had planning commission meeting, so duties first and fun second. You know, that's what happens when you're a big girl.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true.
You have to
Good evening,
grow up
Glenn.
and do all those great things. Hi, Glenn. Yes.
So, how's your week been?
Absolutely insanely crazy. I'm not
cool.
going to lie. I feel like a bobblehead at this point. I really do. It's been absolutely crazy, but that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, being busy is always good. It's better to be busy than not busy.
I guess. Yes. This is my least favorite month of the year. So
October?
Yes, and it just like it drags. The weather is back and forth. The darkness comes so much sooner. It's a struggle month for me because it's the month my mom passed away and like the last few weeks of her life and that whole thing. And there's been a lot of death lately here of people that I know, and it's just been kind of like, ugh, on top of being crazy busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired, super tired, ready for it to be over, and we're only on the 10th.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm ready for this month to be over, too.
Yes, well, me too. Well, right, because election season, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, interesting. I've been talking quite a bit with Roland Tuzian about maybe he and I, and making you go too, having access to the tunnels in Waterbury, the old Waterbury State Hospital, which is a complex there, and maybe doing like a little Ghostbuster hunt with him and stuff, which I think would be super cool. And he's got all kinds of equipment, these RAM pods and stuff like that, which I know you've probably never experienced, though I have with Green Mountain Paranormal. So I think it would be super cool, not going to lie. I think it would be fun to do. And Roland, he's going to come in and do a show with us.
Oh, really?
Maybe with just me, but he's going to do, but we would hope that you would be here. But he asked me earlier if he has to wear pants. Do we require pants here?
I'm not surprised that he asked you that question.
Do we require pants on the 802
Not
Scoop?
surprised.
I'm just curious. Do we require pants on 802 Scoop?
Yes.
We do?
And let me just tell you, if he asks you that question, he's not joking.
And so that means that he could possibly show up in just his underwear?
If you're lucky, yes.
Well, he asked, and so,
Yeah.
I thought I'd ask
Make sure
him.
you
I'm
tell
just
him
throwing
yes.
it out there.
Yes.
I will make sure to tell him that, yes,
Yes.
if he is on the 802 Scoop and he's going to be sitting next to me, he has to wear pants.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
All right. And I will make sure that I tell him that it frightens Michael more than ghosts do.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's like a whole backstory that nobody is privy to on this.
All right, and maybe that's not if it's not rated for the show, then
it's not rated
we
well.
better not tell.
No.
No, we better keep that one to ourselves.
Good evening, Clayton. Man, I'm not gonna lie.
No, there's another guy.
I wish you were here tonight.
So there's another guy. So we were just talking about Clayton, and
Yes.
Michael would love to have you come on the show with us some night, Clayton. Clayton and I need to talk about that.
Yeah. So I watched the video, and as a former city councilor, it
You
it
watched
does
the
interest
select
me.
board, the Williamstown
Correct,
select board
correct.
video.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I have to say, you did a good job.
He did a great
He did a
job. I
good
know.
job.
I wanted to tell him last night, but it was super late by the time I finished because for some reason I didn't start watching it until like 11, so it was after 12. And So I couldn't message him because he gets up like at the ass crack of dawn, like
Oh.
literally 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I waited until this morning to tell him good job because he really did. Yeah.
You want to know what my opinion on this is?
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yes.
People may not want my opinion, but my opinion on this is people that are in those positions should not be working for the municipality or the town in this case, because it creates what unfolded on the 30th was basically a infighting amongst employees, and it was definitely really awkward.
So is that a rule here in the city?
It
that
is.
You cannot.
So-
if you're on the
Correct.
council, you can't be an employee.
Correct.
With the exception of the mayor and the
Nope.
the manager. Sorry.
Well, he's not on
right.
city
He's
council.
not on
though.
city council.
Just
he
like
just is
Jackie
there.
isn't on city.
Yeah.
She isn't a
Or
select
Cheryl,
board
yeah.
member.
Right.
Yeah, it was. But I'll just say that when I first started watching it, because someone had messaged me and they were all up in flames over it, and I'm like,
It can't be that bad.
it can't be that bad, but it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I feel really bad. Like, I would feel extremely awkward in there, and at first, like when the first like 15, 20 minutes, you're like, yeah, and then afterwards, it's almost like you switch. Like I kind of switched where I was feeling after seeing how it was and what was actually going down. Because it definitely was like this, inter-office pissing contest between like three different people, two of them, and it's really odd. Like, so the manager, because the way that the hierarchy goes, you've got the employee, and then you've got like a department head, and then the city manager or the town manager, and then you've got the select board. So you've got an employee that reports to the city, the manager, who reports back to the employee. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's
It was weird. And we would welcome Clayton to come on.
Oh, I want Clayton to come on
anytime-
because he was like the only sane person.
Well,
Not sane.
He and
It's
Scott
not-
McCarthy did a great
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I didn't know the other guy's
Yeah,
name.
Scott McCarthy. So I mean, they did a great job, and Clayton's just a really good dude, anyways. And I think you would enjoy having him on because we could talk about all kinds of all sorts of things.
Not hot dogs.
He's a great guy. Not hot dogs. No, we don't talk about those in Williamstown. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, that was
maybe someday we can drag him down here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would. I
Well, see, he and I-
100%. I actually asked Raylene if she could get you on tonight
Yeah.
because I would
But it
love
was
to have talked to you about
too
it.
late to
Yeah.
talk to him about that. But it would be super cool. I mean,
Yeah.
we were talking about going and having a drink together tonight. We didn't get to do that, but see, we could have seen each other if he had just. We will not discuss hot dogs, he
dogs.
says.
No hot
we will
dogs.
not, sweetheart. I promise. But yeah. So good evening, Jay. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And as of right now, I won't be seeing you on the morning show anytime soon, unless JD would like me to come on. I will absolutely, do a morning show with him whenever he would like me to do that. It would do me good to get my ass out of bed in the morning and get going, right? No, just kidding. I get up every morning and get going. I'm just not doing the morning show with JD right now, but would be more than willing to do that. I think it would be great to once in a while for us to just do it just because. Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right. So moving on from Williamstown.
Yeah, absolutely. And Clayton's saying amen. Amen, brother. Move on. So this week, sorry, my machine. I'm fine.
sugar.
I'm
Are
not
you
going to
okay?
like keel over or anything. There was snow in places today.
Yeah, I saw.
Killington, Mount Washington. Aaron sent me a picture from Pico. Yeah, yuck.
So, I
And it
mean,
was freaking cold today. I was freezing.
it's not that cold.
Oh
It's
shit, I
beautiful.
was cold. It was
The
raining
weather
and wet.
outside is frightful.
Don't even start singing. So
but
I
the
was
fire is so
Listen,
delightful.
I
And
was
since we no
scrolling through
place to
reels
go,
today, and there
let
was
it snow, let it
Christmas
snow,
tunes.
let it know.
There were
Snow.
there were Christmas tunes, Christmas reels already. Like, cut it out. There's Christmas
Listen,
shit in the store,
listen.
and it's not even Halloween yet.
She's defrosting. She is defrosting right now.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh yeah.
you know,
She's coming out.
she is
She's coming
Mariah.
out. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
The queen of
I
Christmas.
knew
I'm
that we
super
would
excited.
end up having to have Mariah involved. Finally, you get to do that. Just make sure that you're allowed and that you don't get a shutdown.
I know.
Because that will
I
really
know.
piss me off.
I know. I know.
We, you do enough boo-boos.
I know. Hey now. So, in defense, I was just sharing a post from someone else.
I know. From us.
Yeah, it was. It was
we
from.
were sharing from AO. That's why I'm picking on you. Yeah, but
Oy.
seriously, there was friggin' snow, and I'm just not ready for that yet. And then there are tons of. It's a bunch of solar activity happening, so we continue to be able to see the northern lights. There's a rare comet visible in the night sky that won't return for another 80,000 years. That's going to be able to be seen several times throughout the month of October. Just a lot of really cool things. Have you got to see the northern lights yet?
I have not, but I'm one of those people that if I have to use my phone to look at the northern lights,
You haven't had to. You can literally see them with the naked eye several times already this month. And quite early in the evening too. As long as you can get in a spot where it's really, really dark, and that's not where your house is. It is not super dark where you live at all. You have too many city streetlights around you to be able to see them, I believe.
I understand what you're saying, Clayton. I have the same feeling on ATVs. I certainly would love to be able to drive my ATV a lot longer than
Yeah,
I'm allowed to.
I think it would be great if you guys could do that. There's some
I-
great
I did
trail
look at
structures.
Yeah, there is. In Williamstown, actually, there's some the Billtown Road ATV trails up there are pretty good, and
The
I-
Billtown Wheelers.
the Billtown Wheelers. And since I was like pedaling around in Williamstown business the last couple 24 hours, I found the ordinance on the ATV thing. So I think you should just like increase that and make it completely
Year-round?
Year round. Instead
Well,
of
they
just
need to
October
get somebody
15th.
to. They do use those trails for snow machining in the winter, though, and so I think it would be hard to share those trails.
You invoked his name, Raylene.
What? Invoked whose name?
You invoked his name,
Whose name?
Roland.
So
You invoked his name, and now my Facebook is blowing up.
listen, it was pre-planned. He knew I was going to ask you out loud,
Oh, okay.
so he's
Okay.
good with it.
Yeah.
I told him I was going to ask you while we were live. Maybe he thought I was just screwing with him, though. Maybe he didn't know I was being serious.
You know what? He I'm sure he did. He's just a boob.
Well, good Lord. So you want to talk about these storms down south a little bit and how absolutely horrible and frightening it is, and how much,
Yeah.
we know we went through some
Something.
of what they're going through, but not
That's
even close.
not even
This
close.
is
I
much
mean, they
more
had
intense.
Tornadoes and
And lots of death, and it makes, even though we went through some real serious hell here, it makes you extremely grateful at the same time. How can you feel, you can't help but feel absolutely horrible and for them, no matter what. I just can't even imagine. I have family down there. I'll shut her off. I have
Was it
family
low?
down there. Yeah, but it's good. It's going to go up soon because I ate some food on the way down here. So, yeah, it's super sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of destruction for sure. Yeah.
Well, I know that, Governor DeSantis is a pretty good governor, so I'm sure that he'll be taking care of his people down there. So, but yeah, very,
Yeah,
very
and
sad.
they need a lot of help, and there are a lot of
And-
celebrities that have come out and
Yeah.
give millions and millions of dollars, thankfully, and and there's always the same thing. You worry
Yeah.
about government and what you're going to get for
and-
help, and
And based on what I've heard is that the two, Biden and DeSantis, have been working quite well with each other, which is the way that it should be.
right,
you know?
and especially in a
Yeah.
tragic event like this, and
Yeah.
and we know that
So good on both of them.
Yeah, good on both of them is right, and good on Vermont for realizing the need and literally coming together, packing tractor trailers full of stuff and shipping it down there, and different churches, individuals. I know John Dupree's Towing, reached out and said, "Hey, I want to, I have a big truck. I want to stuff it full. I want to get it down there." And just amazing to see Vermonters coming out like that to recognize that there was a need, because that's what happened when it was us, right? And people came from all over the U.S. to help us recover. And
A lot of people from North Carolina, and they're still dealing with Helene.
yeah, and so, and knowing that, even though we're still hurting, we knew that we had to step up. People here knew they should step up. They stepped up for us, and so it's just cool to see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got?
Well, I don't really have anything. I mean, not. I mean,
I don't
the Williamstown
really have
thing.
anything.
The Williamstown thing was my big thing.
Yeah, well, you took all your time on that. You're not having any more time on that. Lots of stuff going on in and around the state of Vermont as far as Halloween and pumpkin carving and pumpkin cutting contests. There's a carving contest, an online one right now at Wilkins. You can go to Wilkin Harley Davidson's website, Facebook page actually, and vote for your favorite pumpkin there. I may have made 2 votes.
You may have what?
Made 2 votes today because I did one under 802 Scoop, but I really like 2 different pumpkins, so I did one under 802
That's
Scoop, and then I
cheating.
went to mine and did one too. Well, no, because the 802 Scoop, they get a say too, So, but and then there is a Halloween house decorating contest for Barry, which
Yep.
means Barry City, Barry Town, and you can sign up for that, or just do that through the partnership. All the information's right on the Barry Partnerships Facebook page. There will be a digital map posted by August 25th. And voting on Facebook will be on October 26th through the 31st, with the winners announced right after that. So if you want to decorate your house, which I've seen a lot of them done already, and some of them are pretty damn cool, just join the whole thing right there with the Barry Partnership. Get on their Facebook page and sign up. And this Friday, October 11th, is the Enchanted Forest pumpkin carving, and that is at the Hubbard Park in Montpelier. Let's see, it says Parks Shop Hubbard Park. I'm not sure what all of that means, but hope to see you there. All the information is right on the Facebook page, ours and theirs. So yeah, check that out. We have a pumpkin carving contest in Williamstown coming up. That's on the 26th and 27th will be when all of it is set out, all lit and set out in Williamstown, and they do a pumpkin walk, and then it's really cool. They do the pumpkin show.
No, they
And
don't do the one in Northfield anymore, right?
I don't think so. The one at
I don't
Ellie's
think-
Farm Market.
yeah, I don't think they've
they've
done that
that in years.
Decades,
Yeah,
probably.
I don't think they've done that in a lot of years.
If somebody knows, please drop it in the chat. Because
But
I agree. I don't think they have done it
Yeah.
in a long time.
But
and it's-
they've done the one in Williamstown now for a few years, and it's always really popular. And I heard a lot of amazing things about it last year. So then we have the carving for Kay. We know that we lost Kay not too long ago, Kay Santamore right here. She was a crucial part of Washington County, really. She was, but especially Berry City, she was always right down here and so supportive of the business community. But we lost Kay earlier this fall, actually, and there will be a carving for Kay. She always wanted to carve a bunch of pumpkins and light them all up and have a big display on Red Farm Road is where it's going to happen. So bring your carved pumpkin or a painted pumpkin and a tea light or a battery operated light to 21 Red Farm Road on Friday, October 25th. Write your name on the bottom. The pumpkins will be illuminated on display at Ruth Weeks' house on Red Farm Road in Barrie on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evening. Be sure to tell your friends and plan on driving by. Don't forget to watch for the pedestrians and the pets. Call Ruth with any questions, 802-272-2587. Yeah, I think that'll be super cool. You want to do a pumpkin?
You know, speaking of pumpkins, you know what I did in the last 2 weeks?
What?
The first time ever in my entire life, I cooked a pumpkin. Well, I smoked it. I smoked it in the smoker.
You'd like just a whole pumpkin on
like
the
whole,
smoker?
Yeah. One of those little pie pumpkins.
Do you gut it out?
Yeah, of course you gut it out.
First
Yeah.
before you do
I
it
just
and like
throw it.
pack
I just throw it in there, you know, with the
Well,
seeds.
I didn't
in.
know. Why wouldn't you? Because some people cook
Yeah.
the seeds, so I wasn't sure. Do you cook the whole thing whole,
Yeah.
like you do squash sometimes?
Yeah.
Or do you
Well,
gut it out and like cook a pork in it or
Yeah.
something?
So I gutted it
Mm-hmm.
and took the seeds, and then I dried the seeds, and I ended up cooking the seeds as well.
Mm-hmm.
But there were little pie pumpkins,
Mm-hmm.
and I gutted them out, and then I put stuffing and sausage in it,
Mm-hmm.
and put the top on, put it into the smoker, and smoked it for.
Was it really good?
It was really good.
It was.
It was phenomenal. Highly recommend it. It took probably about 5 hours.
What
to
kind of
cook,
sausage did you use?
I
Sweet Italian, hot breakfast sausage. What did you use?
Browns.
What is that?
Brown sausage.
Yeah,
Browns.
yeah. I guess I don't know what that is. Just like plain old sausage,
It's the little sausages.
like the frozen ones, like Jimmy Dean,
Yes.
brown and serve.
Yes.
Are you shitting me?
No. Yeah, I microwaved them, chopped them up into little bits, and then put them in with some
Why would you
mushrooms.
cook them first?
Well, you have to microwave them so you can chop them up. That's what I did.
We just thaw them out a little, for God's sakes. They're pre-cooked, but my God, so you seriously, you didn't even put like fresh sausage? You could have got some really good ground sausage, maple sausage.
So I don't
Put it in
know
there.
about Miss Raylene, who has like money flowing out her tushy.
Oh
you know,
yeah, okay, okay.
You know,
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
$5 a pound.
Yeah, and it's like $5 for like a couple pounds with the sausage, the Jimmy Dean's. It wasn't a Jimmy Dean. It was I think
was
it's called
Brown's.
Brown's.
Good Lord.
Don't be hating on my sausage.
Oh, gosh. And so should we
Sausages.
tell everybody now that you're standing me up for the October 25th Preston's Kia Trunk or Treat? Just so you can go to some friggin' training, whatever.
Well, so in my defense, it's
There is no
required by
defense.
statute for me to do that. So I have to go.
For the upcoming election?
No.
Oh.
For school board chair.
Oh, ugh,
Yeah. No.
whatever.
It's not. I'm not too
Whatever.
worried about it.
Whatever.
It's good to learn.
Yeah, it is good
Wait
to
a minute.
learn.
Ready? The more you know.
Just don't. Please, don't ever do that again in my presence. For real, don't ever do that again in my presence.
The more you
You're
know.
frightening me. Oh, for God's sakes. Anyways, Preston's Kia, October 25th from 4 to 6 o'clock. We'll line up at 6:30. They'll close the parking lot off probably around 3. All of the cars that are participating will come park. We'll get things all situated, and they will open the lot to the public at 4 o'clock. Some pretty great people are joining me. Giroux General Transport will be there with a big rig for the kids to check out. Berlin Fire Department will be there with a fire truck. And Drew Lamb will be there with some of his friends from Vermont Cars and Coffee with the custom cars, custom and classic cars. So looking forward to that. We've invited Blow Up to Glow Up. Hopefully, Alicia's going to be talking to me soon.
Did she get back
that?
to you?
No. But hopefully we'll get that situated, and she'll be willing to come on over. But just a really fun event. There's lots going on. A lot of kids come down. It's good to see a lot of candy given out. There's food and music and just games and fun, and the, of course, costume parade and contests. And so there's prizes and stuff too. It's a really great time. You've gone with me a couple of years in a row, and you got to admit, it's pretty cute.
Yeah.
And you always blow my mind because you know every Disney character and usually the theme song to whatever freaking movie it is.
Well, not the
and I
new
know
ones.
none of that.
I don't know the newer ones.
And if it's Star Trek, anything Star Trek related,
Star
you're
Trek
like on
or
it.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
I can pretty much do a pretty good job.
Not
on
me.
that.
So that is going on. How about you? Do you have any events that you want to tell us about?
Not one of them.
Well, you want to. I know you were going to tell us about.
No,
the one
I
at the
was not
Canadian
going to tell
Club,
you about it.
because
I was
tomorrow there's some
laughing
little
about it.
dancers. There's some
Yeah,
little
it's
dancers
a
up
little
there.
inappropriate, so I'm not gonna.
Oh,
They even use
there's
those.
a little bit of dancing by some littler people at the Canadian Club tomorrow night,
That's not the sketchy
and you
part.
can't go.
Like it. Yeah. Anyway.
Is it like a widow?
not gonna go.
Is it like the hunters?
It's inappropriate. It says smallest adult entertainers in the world, and that tells me something probably different than maybe what it is. So I will not be going to that.
Well, yeah, we'll leave that one alone. we'll leave that one alone. Anyways, there's a silent auction and Calcutta fundraiser coming up for the Veterans Place right over here at Gusto's Bar. I'm going to be going to that. Aaron and I will go to that on October 19th, and there are still a few tickets left. There's only 100 tickets sold. They're $125 per ticket, and each ticket includes 2 steak dinners and your ball. One ball, one number. 100 tickets sold with a grand prize of $3,000, a second prize of $500, and a third prize of $250. And of course, there's a 50-50 raffle as well. And as I said, the silent auction. It's a really good time. I'm going to be actually over there. So prior to, we kind of set up in one small section over by the pool tables at Gusto's. And so I will need our speaker and a microphone to bring over with me so that we can kind of chit chat over there about some things and talk to the crowd prior to like the DJ and all of that starting. So I'll be over there doing that and volunteering and helping and with whatever I can that day. And yeah, super good beneficiary. I mean, what's better than the Veterans Place, right? So the ladies came on and spoke with me last week. It was awesome to have them here in the studio with me. And yeah, it's good.
Nice.
Not last week, this week. See? I'm already trying to get rid of this week. But
I want to get rid of this week.
so they were just here, and yeah, it was good. It's your turn. You have to. I mean, you have to know
I don't really
something.
know
You don't
anything
know
that's going
anything
on.
that's going
How-
on.
well,
Do
there's.
you not pay
Did we talk
attention?
about Oktoberfest?
No, yeah, Oktoberfest I thought was canceled this year.
Was it?
Because they were worried about West Nile virus. Is the last I knew, Oktoberfest.
No, for the VFW.
Oh, for the VFW. You
Yeah,
go ahead, shoot. You got the
Saturday.
thing up there?
Saturday at 12 p.m. Right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that this week? Right?
It doesn't say this Saturday
Well, it
in
says
the little
12.
ad, Michael.
It says 12.
Well, there you go.
I mean, so I'm assuming it's this week at
Mm-hmm.
the VFW Oktoberfest. Come and join us for some Oktoberfest festive fun at the VFW. Bud Light bottles, which I don't do. Bud
I
Light
do Bud Light in a
or
bottle.
Bud Light bottles.
You know, that's my
But I
that's
also
my
don't
thing.
do Miller Lite in bottles.
I don't do
I
that
don't do
either. I just
any
do
type of
Bud Light in the bottle.
alcohol.
Bud Light in a bottle, and I always have to bring my koozie because if my hands get cold, then I'm done.
There's
'Cause I'm
14-star Oktoberfest. 14 star. I don't know what that means. 14th star Oktoberfest. But anyway, it's at the VFW, and folks can go there on Saturday.
On Saturday, what time, Michael?
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not seeing a time on here.
Okay.
Is there? Oh wait, hold up. Is there? Nope. There's not a time.
Well,
So,
I will have to find out and make sure that it all
yeah,
gets posted up
you
tomorrow
make sure you
because
post it,
we
'cause-
support anything that any
Oh,
of those.
1 p.m.
1 p.m.
I got it.
Right
It's
at the
1
VFW, post
VFW.
790, right here on Route 302 in East Barry.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
It was like right at the top of the page, the graphic, and I didn't see it because it was like right there, and I just didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of, well, no, I better not say that's not nice. I was going to say it's a man thing. You open the refrigerator and you say, where's the whatever?
That's not very nice.
And it's right there.
Right, that's not very
Kids
nice.
do the same thing. Yeah. Where's the whatever? And it's staring at you. But, yeah. So, anyways, that's going on this weekend. What else is coming up? I have to click on the page.
You have to click on the page.
Yeah, so that I can see. I have to click on my little whatchamadinger so I can see what's happening.
Should I pick this?
The Apple, the Wilkins Apple, it's called Wilkins Anything Apple Bake Off. And I was supposed to go to this, and I'm not going to be able to. And I'm really disappointed. I already knew exactly what I was going to do and everything, and I was really excited to do this. But it is this Saturday at 11 a.m., and you bake it. You bake it, you bring it, and you can win $500 cash. So that's a pretty big deal. So bake up your best apple dish for a chance to win up to $500 cash. All you need to do is bring your apple dish that was baked, that has baked component and serving utensils. We will handle the rest. We will also be awarding second and third place along with most creative dish and best presentation, an optional category in parentheses. To enter your dish, please click the link below. $5 donation to the Veterans Place in Northfield is encouraged and appreciated to taste the apple dishes. So this is just one more way to support the Veterans Place because, as we know, they are pretty much fully funded by from people in the community. They do get money, federal grant money. But that's very limited, and it definitely does not cover everything. So they need us. But that's going to be super cool, and I wish I could go, but now I cannot. So you're going to have to just wait until another time to have apple stuff that I bake and maybe bring in so that you can have some on air. Maybe you can do that. Maybe you can taste it and either sit there and gag to death and die, or really like it as much as you liked your microwave sausage and pumpkin.
Don't be hating on my sausages and pumpkin.
Oh God.
Don't be hating on it.
So, oh yeah, we already talked about, we weren't going to talk about the Micro Maidens, dwarf dancers. That's the Canadian club, so we'll pass that.
You know what, folks? You can go. It's, I don't know, like the I don't know. It's
I love
like
to
the
do that
adult
kind of shit to you.
entertainment
I
thing.
try
It's
to do
just
that
like,
kind of shit to you. So it's so much fun. I just love it. There's a multifamily yard sale happening this weekend in South Barrie. And just so everybody knows, the annual yard sale is happening down at the Snack Shack this year, just as it always does. That will happen, I believe, this weekend. Usually she does it Columbus Day weekend. So Sue, I did see all the tents down there, and she's getting everything all set up. And so that does happen every year, and she is doing it this year. So that's super cool. She oftentimes has some really neat stuff down there. And Michael's still shaking his head at me.
No, I'm not shaking my head at you. I'm getting messages.
From Rowan still?
Oh yeah, you invoked his name.
What is he doing tormenting you?
You don't want to know what he's sending me.
All right. What do you mean I invoked his name?
You invoked his name. It's like you invoked his name.
He's not wearing pants, just so you know.
Well, now he's not, I'm sure.
He told me. He's not wearing pants. Those are his terms. Pants?
Well,
Then he's not going to be a guest. It's the end of story.
Shane McGrath,
He's gonna wear his
Acoustics
little.
at Gusto's.
He's gonna wear his little Ghostbuster backpack, and that's it. Yeah. So, and then we have Mirage at the Den, and we have. It's always a packed weekend there. So, but they are playing this weekend at the Den. Yeah.
Nice. Well,
What do you got?
I got nothing, Raylene. I told you I got nothing.
Jeez, Michael.
I know. I'm like.
you not do
super,
anything in life?
I don't. I'm like super not busy at all.
Oh
I mean,
my God! Well, let's talk about. Well, that's not true. What do you
had-
got going on?
I had-
So listen, you're campaigning right now.
Correct.
We just did another pretty cool,
did,
good
with-
sine
with
wave with a
Carol.
great turnout with the sine wave.
Yeah, we had
That-
a great
that
sine
was
wave,
great.
minus one aspect.
You mean the uninvited person?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, well, that's all right. You know, if people want to stand down there and be an ass, that's their prerogative. You have your core group, and we were all there to support you. And we as a core group had another successful and good sine wave,
I agree.
despite some asshole. Yeah, we don't care because we don't let that shit get to us. But anyways, so you have that going on. You have school board meeting. You have, there are lots of things happening in and around. Plus, you attended city council
Yep, I did.
meeting and that kind of stuff. And we're right. We're down
was
to the nitty
Carol was down
gritty.
there.
Yeah, we're
Carol
down
was
to the
there.
nitty gritty.
I know.
And we had Carol on the Berry Beat.
We did have
which
Carol
was
on the very
awesome.
beat, and folks should watch that. Even though in the first couple seconds of the video I talked about I had to go potty.
And I'm still haven't gotten over the fact that you refer to it as potties.
Well, because
That you had to go potty.
I didn't want to had to take a leak,
You can say, I have to use the restroom or I have to go to the bathroom. I have to go potty. When you say shit like that, it makes me think that you are going to be dancing up at the Canadian Club tomorrow night. I'm just saying.
I'm used to saying it because that's what I tell my dog to do. You go potty. You tell that to the dog.
You do tell that to the dog. Yeah, the girl dog that you have, Leah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell her to go potty. And then she goes potty, and then you're like, good girl. And then
So
you go,
as long
go
as you're
poopy.
not talking. She does not like you talking.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. If you talk, no, it's not even if you talk. If I'm on the phone with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
she will not go to the bathroom. It's really frustrating. So Carol did do a TIFF update.
Yes, she did.
For us, so that was really
Mm-hmm.
really awesome. She knows the TIFF very well. Like
Well, that's her
that's
thing,
her baby.
right? That's her baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's done a phenomenal job taking care of that. And of course, what else did they talk about at city council meeting? I can't remember what
Thanks for backing me up, Clayton Potty. They talked about, let's see, well, the charge, is that what it was
Oh,
called?
the Jedi charge?
The Jedi charge. Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. My thought on that is, it would probably be better if the Jedi committee just like
Poof.
went. Oh well, not poofed, but went from a municipal committee
To a state, right?
No, a separate committee.
Oh.
Because a committee that's not necessarily it's not the because there's been questions about who they want on the committee, right? They want to get rid of some people on the committee, and they've complained about meetings being public and the rules around all that stuff.
You mean they don't want to be diverse and equitable and all of that
No,
stuff?
no, they want to. They don't.
Yeah, yeah.
There's been conversation about recording the videos and stuff like that, which if it became not a public entity,
Right. If you want to be a private group, be a
it
private
would be a
group.
private group, and it's kind of like that anyway. I mean, it's mainly made up of, I think that I think it would probably be beneficial on that level. This way, they could do what they want to do versus being constrained with a mission and everything else that they have to do with recording minutes, all that stuff, and they could get rid of the people that they want to get rid of. That's my thought on it. I do have.
And then maybe, then they truly could get rid of me because I wouldn't be on that committee.
Well, you wouldn't be on that committee. That's a different committee. That's
Right.
the planning commission.
But they
You're
don't
not-
care what committee I'm on. They just don't have to deal with me, period. So
Well, the wonderful thing
they
about
wasted
you-
all that time, again, this meeting, talking about how they're going to get rid of me when we have so many
Well,
things.
no, they don't. They weren't.
They didn't say my name
they didn't-
specific. They
right.
didn't need to. They gave enough instances that they might as well have just said my name.
Well,
I mean,
you're
it
not the
just
only
is.
one. There was.
There
there
it's
was.
like, give me a break.
There's two people that I think that folks
Or in
would
the
like
town.
to. That not
Like-
no, not in the town. One's in the city. One's
ugh.
one's in the town. To excise from.
Yeah.
From
Is it because we do a lot of truth telling
possibly
that we
I
kind
mean,
of are to the point and say what's on our mind? Do you think it has something to do with that at all?
It,
do you?
it could be.
Yeah, I think
could
so.
be.
I really do. I think so. Is that where I don't really.
You are an opinionated woman. So.
I am opinionated, but so are they. I just happen to be more vocal about it. I don't talk about my opinions always behind closed doors or behind people's back. If I would say it behind your back, I'll guarantee I'll say it to your face and not think twice about it. This is the way I am. And so, because if I can't do both, then I shouldn't be saying it at all. That's my opinion. So, yeah,
So
can't help it.
the council was also notified of a $900,000 basically grant that they're going to be able to assist property owners with,
Which is awesome.
Really, really awesome. They'll be able to pick some property owners that want to raise up their house.
Now, these are the sorts of things we should be taking our time talking about at council.
Yes, that's
The
true.
North End, the grant, what we're going to do. It's almost winter. How are we going to keep the people on North End that still are without furnaces and their house secure, together. There is so much to do in the city at the moment, and are those the things that some let rent space in their head? No. And that's unfortunate. Maybe those are the people that really aren't paying attention in meetings and need to. Just saying.
Yeah. Okay.
You're such a. Why didn't you go potty?
You got anything else?
No, I think we're good. What about
Oh,
the
the
second
second
ballot? Yeah, can you talk about that?
So here's the problem. Like, I didn't even know that was coming. I missed the warning for that. I was flummoxed when I saw it come to my. When I heard about it, I actually heard about it from Kristen. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, what's second
But
ballot?
what's that all about? But I'll say this, and one thing that people, people struggle with the idea of, how can you support budgets, right? So when it comes to municipal budgets, that money isn't like, it's not pissing it away. That, when you vote for your municipal budget, that's a budget that's covering roads. And yeah, there's no doubt we have
Our roads are shitty.
right. But in defense of that, I get it. I get that, the roads are
Right.
crappy, but at the end of the day, we have a lot of roads in Berry City that aren't dirt, right?
Right.
And
Right, you can't just take
you
the
can't
grader
just,
out.
You can't just pull out the grader and make it all wonderful and pretty.
You have to get a contractor, you have to get bids, you have to
Right.
get the paving
Right.
done, you have to get on the schedule.
It's expensive.
Weather
to do
plays
that.
a huge
And-
role. Yeah.
And we have a lot of facilities that people enjoy, like the Berry Auditorium or the BOR. Those are things that we as a municipality have that is paid for by 4 square miles. And within those 4 square miles, we've got 3 schools, right? 4 schools if you include 5 schools if you include St. Monica's and the Capstone Brook Street School. You've got Spalding High School, the Berry City Elementary School, and the C Building.
And we had the Montessori school.
And that's Berrytown though. That's
It
Berrytown.
is?
Yeah,
Up
that's
there?
Berrytown. Yep.
I thought that was still the city.
No. So no, that's Berrytown.
Well, still Farwell Street and
it's close, but it's
14
still Berrytown.
had that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the point that I'm trying to make is that things are expensive and we don't have a really large tax base. And I know that were we talking about the seminary?
But what was the purpose of the ballot to begin with?
Oh, okay. So it's to fix up our wastewater treatment center.
That
And
stinks to high heavens.
It does.
And makes people like Linda Kuchar not able to go outside and enjoy her deck on a nice evening, which she was trying to do the other night with her family. But on the north end of the city, the odor is so strong sometimes, even just driving by, getting gas at Cumberland Farms or even further up towards the intersection by Mr. Z's even. Sometimes the odor is just so bad. It's absolutely terrible.
No,
So,
I get that.
So, but that's what that's for. Is
Yeah,
are those
it's
fixes?
$7.6 million bond. And it references, let's see here. So Headworks is the portion of the plant that removes solid materials from the waste. Oh, now I remember this conversation. It was they brought up the comment about the wipes, the flushable wipes. They don't actually flush. They're not really flushable.
Right. They
They're-
say that on the package, but they are
They're
not.
not.
And if you've ever worked in a nursing home and been a maintenance person, you know that those are, or a hospital, you know that those are the most hell there ever was. Yeah.
Right. Yep. So the front end of the treatment process, those materials range from wipes to grit, and main structure of the headworks is original of the facility that was updated in 1970.
Well, Glenn says he wants to know about the part where we're going to end up paying more for their sewer bill. So, whose sewer bill?
So the way that I understand it, and maybe I'm wrong, but it's my understanding that this is a bond that is going through our water funds. It's not municipal per se, and for the life of me, I can't think of the term that I'm looking for. But it's going to be taken out of our water and sewer bills, not out of taxes.
So, but will people's water and sewer bill go up because of these fixes, or will this bond cover that portion so that that does not happen to people on top of everything else
it would be
that has
reflected
happened?
in the sewer rates,
So
which
it
is
will.
paid by all users, both inside and outside city limits. So it's not just Berry City. So but Berry City is the only one that votes on it, because we're the municipality that
Right,
controls
and the money comes to the city of Berry.
Correct. But it's being used for the wastewater treatment. As I was talking to somebody today, and they asked me what my thoughts were on the bond, and I said, you gotta do it, right?
Well, there are things that we absolutely have to upgrade and
Right.
need to be fixed, and that's just because.
But I get back to my original comment, which is, municipalities and what they do and what they spend money on is significantly different than, like, the state, right? And even significantly different than our school system. I voted no on the school budgets, but I think I've maybe voted no in 14 years on a municipal budget, maybe twice. And I know for the school budgets since I've been on there, I think I've voted against the one in March, right? Because we didn't even question what happened, right? And then I think I voted no on the one from last year, which was going up, a percentage.
Yes,
But
Glenn.
but the point that I'm trying to say is that, municipal government, those increases are directly connected to things that are tangible, right? Like, you don't support the budget, and we reduce police officers, and we increase crime in our city. There's direct response, and we didn't do that. We haven't done that in Berry City.
Right now we're trying to
can't.
talk
We're
about the treatment plant. You're going off on a tangent, and poor
Well,
Glenn
no, I just
just wants to know the
sorry.
answer to this question, and you're like going off onto this.
yes, it's going to cost more in water rates, and
Water and sewer will go up. Yes.
It will. I'm sorry, Glenn. I just want to try to explain the reason why it's important to support our municipal budgets.
Right,
That's
and
all.
he's saying that he supports it. Like, he
Yeah.
understands that. Well, I don't know if he supports, but he understands that it certainly needs to be done. He just wanted to know: is this covered by this money? Is what we need to do going to be covered by money, or are the bills going up?
Yeah.
And the bills always go up. Unfortunately,
they do.
The bills
They
always
do.
go up. Unfortunately, and
Yeah.
thankfully,
Sorry, Glenn.
they will go up, like you say, for city and non-city users. It will be across the board that anybody using the facility pays for it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's it is what it is. It's unfortunate that we have to, but we have to. I mean, the question for folks is, do you want to have sewage backing up into your house?
Right.
And not
Or
that
the stench,
or the
do you,
stench, or
and
whatever.
do we
Well,
know?
I don't know if that's gonna.
Yeah, I believe that they
Is that what
said
they
that
said?
it would
Okay.
help with all of that.
Well,
as
any
well.
work down there would help with that
Any
smell.
help with, exactly. There are just some things that we can't get away with.
You
for
can't.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. And, maybe, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I would like to see, though?
What?
And I'm pretty sure the majority of Berry City would agree with me on this.
Rolling
A
without
bond?
pants?
No, I don't think so. Dun, 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 dun. No, I think that what I would like to see on a bond ballot is a bond for one of those big old excavators. Excavators. You know, the ones that have the really long arms that they've been using to do
Dredging?
river sedimentation maintenance
Yes.
down by Berlin Street,
Uh-huh.
or commonly known as,
Dredging.
I like dredging.
I-
I think
I-
we should
well,
dredge the entire
I-
river in Berry City
I
because
think
I don't
that-
know, it's channelized.
Well, yeah, we could definitely use some more of that.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so too.
absolutely. Save the people.
Yeah, not the riverbed. I mean, we've got plenty of sedimentation that's
Well,
been
and I mean,
built up for 40,
let's be
50
honest, and
years.
we're not being totally stupid and naive about it. We say that a little bit joking, but we understand that, some of the granite block walls need to be taken out, and the
Right.
river could certainly be widened in some spots, and there are
Right.
some trussels that need to be taken out and some
absolutely.
dam work done, and there are other things that need to be done as well, but certainly dredging is not the most horrible thing, and it will get us the time that we need to get to the point to letting all of those other things that will help
I would rather
work
dredge
and
our
be
river
possible.
than to get rid of the Berlin Bridge. My
Oh,
opinion.
me too, in a heartbeat. I think that getting rid of the Berlin Street Bridge is crazy. I think it's a safety concern, and I think it's lunacy.
Yeah.
So, but like we'll
It
see.
is what it
We'll
is.
see what happens with that. But
Yeah.
I just think that dredging needs to be a part of the whole picture. I don't think that it needs to just be off the table.
See, there's your municipal dollars right
Yeah,
there.
there it is. They're working.
Those people are protecting our community.
And they're flying.
Yeah. But anyway,
So we'll go for now. We'll see you all back on Monday evening. So Monday evening's going to be a big evening. Dick Wabi will be here with us,
Yes.
and he will be interviewing Michael Booten for.
I'm terrified.
I know you are. Hey, you don't ever ask me to say these things or
I
ask these
know,
questions. You
I
said, wouldn't it be awesome if Dick Wabi would interview me? Because we didn't know who was going to interview him.
yeah.
And so Dick was here. Why not ask, right? And he was like, hell yeah. And so,
6 o'clock
6
Monday
o'clock,
evening.
Monday evening, Dick Wabi will be here to interview Michael, and who you are running for state rep. And it should be an interesting interview. We certainly know that, Dick doesn't wear gloves. So, you just better prepare. You better get a lot of sleep over the weekend. Maybe have Tums for breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Monday,
probably.
and you'll be all right. I know you'll make it through. You'll be all right. And just in case, though, I'll make sure that maybe Joe Waldsworth could come down and sit on standby with the paddles or something.
Yeah, I might need that. I do want to mention Berrytown yard waste hours. So the city
Yes.
residents are able to use the site due to an agreement
Mm-hmm.
between the municipalities.
Glenn says, just don't ask him about sine waves.
No, Do not ask him
That was
about sine
hysterical.
waves. I will not ask him
He
about
says to
sine
me,
waves.
have you ever done one of those
Sine
sine waves? And I said, I'm doing one tonight. And as a matter of fact, he says, stupid. Sine waves are stupid.
So in defense, and maybe we won't do a sine wave this week, and we'll do something different,
Right,
more
right,
more along the lines that he mentioned.
right,
So
exactly.
we'll
Yeah.
see.
Dick's a good guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so Barrytown yard waste disposal site fall hours.
Yeah.
Barry City residents are able to use the Barrytown yard waste disposal site on Upper Holden Road. Saturdays 8 a.m. to, and this is in October, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sundays 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesdays 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Thursdays 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Please be good neighbors and follow the rules for appropriate use of the site.
Please do.
Yes.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Make sure that you check out the page.
Yep.
Check out the events that are happening. Maybe enjoy some of them. And make sure you tune in on Monday. And please, when you see stuff on the page that you'd like, share it. Share it to your page. Share it to some of your friends. It's helping us grow. We are so close to 5,000 followers.
How close are we?
We are like 119 away. It's driving me crazy. I mean, we've inched there. I don't remember the numbers. When we started, we were somewhere around 4,000, I think.
Yeah.
No, a little under.
No, we were 32.
Yeah,
3,200.
3,200. And we're almost at 5,000. And so I'm super excited about that. But the more you share, the more people that watch, the more, the more people that know, oh, they're posting about the news or they're posting about current events or whatever. It really helps us because then people start,
Yep.
they're catching on to the fact that they can get that info from us. And I really want to reach that goal and reach that goal soon. I wanted to reach it a month ago, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's a process.
It is. It is.
It's a process, but I love having you all, and please tune in, share, and thank you all for your support.
All right. Thank you for watching the 802 Scoop Weekly Wrap Up. Hope you have a wonderful evening, folks. We'll see you next week.